Hi, here we are again. So to refresh your memory, we have just cut your two card stocks down to 2 inches, and we have taken a triangle out of each side, okay? And you have drawn a 1/4 inch line on both sides, all right? And that 1/4 inch shows us where we will be placing the covers, right? So this is our next step. You'll have to load up some glue, okay? And you will need waxies. And if you don't have waxies at home, which I don't, what I did is I took some newsprint and cut it up. So I'll be using newsprint. All right, so you're going to want to prepare a bucket of glue and something to put in between your pages because we will have to protect what's underneath. All right, so let me readjust the camera for you and we will get going. All right, here we are. So I have my first page that I am going to glue the cover onto. So I put my waxy or newsprint or whatever underneath there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to paint the glue just on here. Okay, so I have my glue over here. I don't know if you can see that. And I will just paint that glue right along this edge, like so. And I have thinned my glue down, so I'm going to have to put just a little bit extra on there because it had sat in the carton too long. I'm going to take that, throw it away. Remember how we did that at school? And then I'm going to take another, and I'm going to put that down. I am going to pick up my cover, and you see I have drawn the grain line. Grain line goes with the spine, right? So I'm going to place that with going along the spine like so. All right, and I'm going to pull out that waxy, and I want to make sure that that's exactly lined up. Okay, do you see how I've done that? And then what I'll do is I'll flip it open and I'm going to rub that in there. If I have my bone, which it's not right here, I'm just going to go ahead because I want to get this done. All right, so that is really secure right there. So what are we going to do? We're going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So this one had a little accident, but I'm going to go ahead and glue it together because we need to move forward. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half because this is way too big. Okay, place it there. Put the glue on up to my 1/4 inch line, correct? Like so. Pull this out of there. Put a new one in. Look for my grain line. Run the grain along with the spine of the book. Line it up on that 1/4 inch. Pull this out. Now, here's the deal. You need to make sure when you put the second cover on that they are exactly lined up. Do you see how I've done that? Okay, so they are in the exact same place on each side, and each corner is meeting and flush. Do you see that? Oh, perfection. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up. To make sure I have that secured down here. Voila, that is done. Okay, now our next step is going to be to put our book cloth spine on here. Okay, and I want you to see in this little dummy model, okay, what we're doing is we are cutting that book cloth. If you measure this, this is about 2 inches. I like that. You want it deeper, you want it just a titch thinner, you can do that. That's an aesthetic issue. But for me, I'm going to go with 2 inches. All right. And what I do is I cut it, about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch on the tail and the head, because I'm going to have to turn this inside of my board like so. Okay, like so. Do you see how I've done that? So let's measure your book cloth right now so we can glue that on there. I have my book cloth. I gave you all book cloth, right? And you'll see the spine running along that. Yeah? Okay. I'm going to take my triangle and we are going to find a nice angled corner on that book cloth. Okay. And I am going to get my knife out. I'm going to stand up because I always love to stand over this, right? And can you see me? I don't think you can see me, huh? There we go. You can see me now? Yes. All right, and we are going to cut this down. Did you see how that just moved when I cut it? We can't have that, so we're going to do it again. All right? I am going to line it up again and put a lot of weight on that so that doesn't wiggle. Okay? And then I'm going to turn this so I'm not cutting over myself. Okay, and I'm going to cut this side. All right, now I'm going to get my see-through ruler here. And what I will do is I am going to measure over, I think I like the 2 inches, so I'm going to measure over 2 inches on each side, which equals 4. Oh my gosh, my math is so fantastic right now. So that's 3. And this looks to be 4. Fantastic. And then let's take our book and measure. Okay. So we want to be able to tuck in the book cloth in here and in here. So let's see. That's about the right width. Let's see how large that is. It's about 5/8 to 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to do that on both sides. I have it here at 5/8, and now I'm going to go down here and measure 5/8. There we go. All right, I'm going to come back in here with my triangle. All right, and I'm going to cut this one side off. And you see that I gave you too much book cloth, and I did that because I wanted you to have a little excess. You wanted to use this on another project. That's a nice little piece there. Okay, now I'm going to cut it down to size here. Here we go. Voila! All right. So now you see we've taken the book cloth and we have cut it to the correct size there. Do you see how that's happening? Okay, so now